3229. That's 1-800-504-3229.
It's time for the Playmaker Spotlight with Executive Coach and Vistage Chair, Dick Smith.
Well, welcome to the Playmaker Spotlight, the part of the Get Down to Business radio show where we speak to CEOs and business owners and share their stories and best practices with you, our audience. Playmakers is brought to you in part by Vistage, the world's largest CEO advisory board organization. And I am your host, Dick Smith. I'm an award-winning chair for Vistage International and a CEO business coach. And tonight I'm very pleased to have with us on tonight's program Lee Singer. Is a managing partner at FGMK. They're an accountancy headquartered in Bannockburn, Illinois. And FGMK, from their website, is the 9th largest accounting firm in Chicago. FGMK has a staff of over 300, including 50 partners. And since 1969, clients include privately held businesses, global public companies, non-for-profits, and entrepreneurs. And Lee Singer, joined FGMK as a partner in 2004. He's a member of FGMK's Executive Management Committee and has more than 25 years of experience providing auditing and accounting services, as well as consulting for manufacturing, distribution, technology, healthcare, and nonprofit, as well as professional service companies. Lee has a very extensive background in helping clients structure complex mergers and acquisitions on the buy and the sell side. So if you're looking for some of that activity, you might want to look up Lee. And Lee Singer, managing partner of FGMK. Welcome to Playmakers, Lee.
Thank you, Dick. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Hey, you're very, very welcome to be here. Lee, do me a favor. Tell me a little bit about how the firm got started and how does it compare to today's firm? How did it evolve into where it is today?
You know, Dick, FGMK has been around for almost 45 years. Believe it or not, we started in 1969. And over the years, the firm has morphed into a very vibrant middle market accounting firm. You know, if you think about it, there's over 20,000 CPAs in Illinois.
Wow.
Yeah, that's by the Illinois CPA Society standards. And of course, a lot of those are CPAs that are in private practice, work in industry. And then there's numerous entrepreneurs, sole proprietorships, small boutique firms between, call it, 2 and 20-person firms. And there's only a select group of CPA firms that have actually been able to move past that and get into what I would consider the top 20 or 25 firms. And we've been very fortunate enough to do that.
Got it.
And really that's just you know, a byproduct of building relationships.
Sure. So over the years, you don't go out and get business. Your good, satisfied clients, I assume, refer you to people that have been very happy. Right?
There you go. There you go.
So what geographic areas do you serve? Is it primarily the Chicagoland area, all over the globe, somewhere in between? You
know, Dick, our relationships are primarily Chicagoland based, which is why we recently opened up our Chicago office and have started to move that into our corporate headquarters. But the reality is our clients are entrepreneurs that are constantly looking to grow and acquire. And so because of that, we have clients, believe it or not, in all 50 states in one fashion or another, whether it's they've moved there or they've acquired another location in another state. But all of our clients are typically in the growth mode. And so because of that, although they may be hubbed into the Chicagoland area, you know, we've got clients as far west as California, as far east as New York, and cross-border as well.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about your background. I know you joined the firm about 11 years ago or so, in 2004. So how did you become a managing partner there?
Correct. I joined the firm in 2004. I've been doing this since 1983. So I've been doing this for over 35 years.
Youngster.
Yeah, I'm a youngster.
That's compared to me, anyway.
I used to think that, although I look around and I see a lot of young people, and my hair's gray, so I'm thinking the times have changed pretty quickly here. But I've been in public accounting my whole career, and I love public accounting. I think public accounting is unique in nature because it's one of the few professional service type of organizations where you're allowed to go in and talk to the entrepreneur about a myriad of things, not just audit and tax.
You know, I got to know your firm through one of your associates, Alan Pratt, great guy. I know him well. He does a great job. But when he mentioned FGMK, I said, who? I mean, why don't I know the name of the firm? You're the 9th largest. Are you guys a well-kept secret?
You know, we've flown under the radar for a long time.
Yeah.
And most of that is because the growth came through, you know, the old-fashioned knock on your door with clients and get them to introduce us to their friends and family and other cohorts that they knew. And it's only recently that we've built a larger platform, a marketing department. We recently hired a marketing director. And it's because of that we've now worked very hard to get our name and our brand out there. And it's part of the process was building the Chicago office.
Well, good.
And so now it's more advantageous to kind of get out there and let people know our story. We've built a huge, deep, resourceful bench with a lot of talented people, and now we want people to know our story more as opposed to the past.
And that's what we're doing here at Playmakers. Get your story out there. So if you're just tuning in, this is the Get Down to Business Playmaker Spotlight, brought to you in part by Vistage International, the world's largest CEO and business owner private advisory board organization. And we're talking to Lee Singer, a managing partner of FGMK. So Lee, how does FGMK differentiate your company's delivery of service from all the other accountancies out there?
You know, Dick, we pride ourselves on the fact that we've built a deep bench and we have lots of talent and a lot of technical resource. The reality is, so do a lot of the other top 25 firms. Mm-hmm. So the differentiator isn't always in the depth of talent, but it's the way you deliver the service. Uh-huh. Most of our clients, especially the larger ones, deliver service kind of in silos. So depending on what your need is, the client reaches out to that resource or that department for an answer. Mm-hmm. We kind of work at it a little bit differently. We have one partner, per se, build a relationship with the client and take a lot of time to understand their organization, their culture, what makes them tick, what's important to them. And then that partner kind of becomes the ally of the client, and he or she goes into the firm and finds the resource for the client.
Gotcha. And so you're a solution provider for what ails your customers.
There you go. We're the liaison between the client and the rest of the resource in the firm. The client doesn't ever feel like they're walking along alone, and they have an ally in the process.
So what does the typical customer profile look like for you? What's a good customer for you?
You know, Dick, I never tell clients, referral sources, others that I know, that our typical client is based on size or industry.
Got it.
Our client has more of a common theme. Our clients are entrepreneurial in nature, and their environment is what sets them apart. So at FGMK, we're really good servicing the entrepreneurial, growth-orientated, innovative kind of client that's looking to FGMK for a resource, for some trusted advisor advice, as opposed to just technical bench strength.
Gotcha. You know, I understand that in the financial and accounting world that trying to find great people is tough. There's a lot of competition from the Big Four and others to the top 20 accounting firms for the right people with the right experience. How are you guys doing in that regard? And what do you offer in the way of culture that helps you attract and retain those folks?
It's a great question, and it's been, I would say, one of the most difficult areas for public accounting firms ever since I've been in the industry, and that is attracting talent and getting folks to want to stay in public accounting. Yeah. You know, and the reality is that public accounting doesn't have a sexy flavor to it. Yeah. The reality is when these kids come out of college, they think investment banking, they think private equity, they think corporate banking. They don't think about public accounting. And there's several reasons for that. And so because of that, the talent race right now is very difficult. Very difficult to find folks, let's say, between 3 and 10 years that want to stay in public accounting and understand the benefits it has in the long term.
Gotcha. So you're looking for a particular graduate from school with an accounting degree or someone with a few years' experience that really blends into your culture of the public accounting persona. Yeah?
That's exactly right. And so what we've tried to do is not sell public accounting per se, but sell an entrepreneurial environment ourselves.
I like that.
There you go. You come to FGMK, you're not slotted as a public accountant, as an auditor who sits in a cubicle all day and just opines on other clients' financial statements.
Gotcha.
We want to build an organization, a culture that feels, more passionate, feels more, kind of like a Google or an Apple or a CDW. Yep. So somebody can come in and say, boy, there's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of innovators. There's a lot of thinkers, and there's a lot of unlimited growth potential. If we could change the dynamics and get people to think about us that way, it won't be an issue getting hires.
Good for you, and they're going to help you in growth for the next 3 to 5 years. You guys going to double in size, hopefully, in 3 to 5 years? Or
We'd love to, but the reality is it's probably not possible, not because of clients knocking on our door, but because to find the bench strength that I just mentioned for the kids, the kids 3 to 10 years, it's really hard to support that. So it's almost better to have controlled growth than growth where you can't really service the client based on our model.
Gotcha. Well, hey, I'm afraid we're out of time, but I want to thank Lee Singer, managing partner of FGMK, for being with us tonight. You've got a great company, great reputation. We're getting the word out for you, Lee.
Thank you, Dick. We really appreciate
your
it.
Your website, www.fgmk.com, if they want more information about you. Yeah? So thanks again, Lee. I'd like to thank our listeners for tuning in. This has been the Playmaker Spotlight with your host, Dick Smith, the CEO, business coach, and award-winning chair for Vistage International. You can find me on LinkedIn or email me at dick.smith@vistagechair.com. And now back to Get Down to Business.